Hello, I'm David Jones and welcome back to another video on trading psychology with me and Trading 212. In this one, I'm going to touch on something that I hope can make a real difference to your trading profitability. So we're going to mix this one up a little bit and talk about trading psychology, but also a bit of trading strategy as well. Let me try and explain. When it comes to trading, one of the things we want to look for, because trading, is a game of probabilities. What we want to look for are hopefully trades that give us a probability of a good profit that is significantly more than the money we're risking. If I'll just scribble it on this pad, first of all, then we'll look at a real example from the market. So let's say whatever market it is, the shape of the market has been something like this in recent weeks, okay? And that level there, we'll say, is 90. So when the market's come down to 90, buyers have come back in and lifted this market up and maybe lifted it as high as the 150 mark. So we've seen reasonable strong moves off this level. So the market's trading at 100, let's say it's 100 to buy. So to me, that looks like a good trade, because if I'm a buyer at 100 and I've got a stop loss maybe somewhere down here at 85, so my risk, just to explain what the stop loss is, if the market drops to 85, I'll cut the trade for a small manageable loss. So that's my risk, and every sensible trader, should have a level where if it doesn't work out like they think it will, they'll get out and live to trade another day. So my risk there is about 15 points. But on the upside, if the market gets to where I think it's going to get to, I've got maybe 50 points potential profit in this trade. So in this example, I'm risking losing 15, whether it's the FTSE, the price of gold, whatever it is. I'm risking losing 15 points to try and make 50. Now, from a probabilities and a reward versus risk point of view, that's the sort of trade that makes sense. And if everything stacked up, we could be looking to do every day. I've touched in the past how plenty of people, their losses end up being bigger than their winners. What we actually want are situations like this, where our potential profit is a lot more than our potential loss. And if we have a look at a real market now. So this is the Trading 212 platform we've got up here. So the chart we're looking at, this is euro dollar. So the euro against the US dollar exchange rate. I'm sure you know, one of the most popular foreign exchange markets out there. And the sort of thing I'm talking about, hopefully you can see it here. The euro dipped down to around about the 104.30 level down here, and you can see the market moving strongly off this level up to sort of 105.20, 106 area. The market's come back down just like it did in my scribble on the sketch pad there. So for me, if we're buying down here, we've seen this old level hold. It looks to be a good level to get in, because if we're assuming this low from before is an important one and the market's going to bounce, then our stop loss goes the other side of that level. So we have, relatively low level of risk, maybe in this case about 40 to 45 points risk. But our potential profit, if the market's going to repeat what it did before, is something like 100 to 150 points potential profit. Now, of course, I should stress, this doesn't work all the time. Otherwise, eventually you'd sit there and trade and end up with all the money in the world. But as a way of stacking up low risk, high reward trading opportunities, this really is, I think, a key part of the trader psychology, is waiting for the right opportunity to come along where your potential reward is a lot bigger than the money you're putting at risk. And hopefully, as this euro dollar one demonstrates, so they are out there every day. We just need a bit of patience and that all-important discipline for these setups to happen. That's it for this video on trading psychology with me, David Jones, and Trading 212. If you'd like us to copy or cover any other topics, just leave us a comment in the messages below and look out for our other videos on trading psychology and trading strategies.